So welcome back to Room 1-on-1 from Homeboys for our second podcast of the week. This time we're on the road again and we're headed to Rotterdam competitively for the first time ever for a match between two legendary clubs as we face Feyenoord at the Coupe next Tuesday evening. So I am absolutely delighted to welcome Feyenoord fan Ken De Roodt live from Rotterdam onto the show. Well, Ken, how do I find you?
I'm Ken De Roodt. I'm 41 years, and I'm a long-time Feyenoord fan. I think, more than 25 years, something like that. And I went at 12. When I was 12, I went to the Kuip, to the stadium with my father, and in a few years I was really fan, and I was going more times, and I really like it. A lot of successes, and the feeling in the stadium is so grateful. And when I was the first time, it was a special feeling, and I want to go more. And that feeling make me strong to go. And it was really nice to see the games, and as we win, that everybody screaming, "Yeah, come on, Feyenoord, and so on." And also the great matches to Ajax and PSV. It was also great, and that's amazing how it can be in that stadium then. Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. Like I said earlier, I've been once. Tremendous. One of the best stadiums. I loved it myself.
It's like the crowd. It's like the sensation. When some scores, and then it makes something that the other. How can I say it in English? The other club. Yeah, the other club is shaking. What happened here? You know?
Shocked. Yeah.
Shock. What is this? And that is so grateful to see that people are happy, and if they win, then they exploded the whole stadium.
Brilliant, mate. Brilliant. Right, Ken. Right. So the tradition on these shows is to go over last season. So we go over last season, and obviously it was a massive season for you guys last season. So we'll go over last season and give us a base of where Feyenoord are just now, right? So I will go through all the information. Any point you want to interject, you just throw in, tell me if it was a great day or whatever. The more you speak, the better for me. So the manager lined up again, Arne Slot. That's last season was his second year in the job after replacing Dutch legend Dick Advocaat in the job, and he joined from AZ Alkmaar. After a third place Eredivisie finish in a UEFA Europa Conference League final, I would imagine going into last season, the confidence must have been really high in the club. Yeah. So the league season, well, it started pretty damn well. From the first 14 matches from August to the World Cup break, 10 wins, 3 draws and only a 1 defeat, a solitary 4-3 away defeat to PSV in September, meant that on the 13th of November, Feyenoord won a Rotterdam derby 5-1 against the Excelsior and sat top of the league. A positive goal difference of plus 22, 33 points on board, 3 ahead of Ajax and PSV in second and third, and a further point ahead of AZ. The Eredivisie didn't return to play until 2023, and despite a minor bump with 4 draws from the opening 6 games, the team would be impervious afterwards. 13 wins from 13 wrapped up the title. On the 14th of May, a 3-0 win versus Go Ahead Eagles at the famous De Coupe sealed their first Eredivisie title since that famous win under Giovanni van Bronckhorst in 2017. So with the season finished, Feyenoord on top. 34 games played, 25 wins, 7 draws, only 2 defeats all season. 81 goals scored, 30 conceded, meaning a goal difference of plus 51. 82 points on board, 7 points ahead of PSV in second place, and a further ahead of Ajax in third. That must have felt good. Guaranteeing a return to the Champions League for the first time in years, and pot one to boot. So, we'll come to the other tournaments in a second. Talking about the Eredivisie, were you confident last summer?
What you exactly mean?
Like so last summer when you were coming in, the summer of 2022, were you confident that Feyenoord could win the league?
I was thinking about. I was sure when they win from Ajax. Yeah,
Right.
and then I was thinking now we're gonna get it. When that was a very important match, and then you get more points and. It was in this year in February, March, I think, that we go to Ajax, and I was thinking, if we can win, then maybe we can make a big step. And
right. So at the start of the season, it was still maybe not, but like
in the start of the season was not so that I thinking we go directly to win, but we begin not so good and. It was like we never know, and later when we go play better, and after the winter stop, I was thinking, we're going better, and maybe you never know, we can do it. We are a good team, we play good, and then come Ajax and we win that also, and and then it's going to be better and better after that game.
As you said, so the Ajax game was on the 19th of March. A 3-2 win at their stadium at the Amsterdam Arena, and ever since that game, you were like, "That's us. We've got this."
Yeah, I was thinking in that game. I was looking at the game and with my father, and I was thinking, it was 1-1. I say later we're gonna win because I feel it. They are nothing. I was feeling we're gonna do it today because. We're getting better, and later we scored a goal with Ketrada, and 3-2, and I was getting crazy. I say to you, we gotta get it. We gotta win, and we did it, and it was very grateful day, and a long time that we not win in the arena. Now we did it, and also it's coming again in a few weeks, so I hope we do it again. Yeah.
And you'll do it again. Good man. I hope so.
I hope so.
Right. So European-wise, after the previous season's heroics, but the gut-wrenching defeat to Jose Mourinho's Roma in the conference final, hopes were high to make an impact in the Europa League, and it wasn't too bad. Coming through a massively tight group with Lazio, Midtjylland and Sturm Graz, each team winning 2 games, 2 draws, 2 defeats, meant that 8 points all round, and Feyenoord topped the group by 1 goal on the back of scoring 1 more goal than the Danes. It's interesting to see that Feyenoord and Lazio were drawn in the Europa last season and in the Champions League this season. We'll talk about that later. So
yes,
you were drawn in the next round against Shakhtar Donetsk. And Shakhtar Donetsk obviously missing Mudryk. A 1-1 draw in Poland was followed by a 7-1 massacre against Shakhtar Donetsk. And then you were drawn, that set up a quarter-final rematch with Roma. A 1-0 home win gave lots of hope, but a 4-1 reverse in the Italian capital sent Feyenoord crashing out. An 80-minute Paixão goal equalising on the night, giving Feyenoord a 2-1 lead.
Paixão.
My apologies.
Paixão, that's a difficult name, but it's Paixão, yeah.
I don't think that'll be the first one I get wrong.
Yeah, that's a really crazy name. He's a good player now.
But an 89th minute Dybala goal took it to extra time, and the Italians finished the job. In the KNVB Cup, a 3-1 second round win over Zwolle at home was followed by another home win. This time, a 4-4 draw with NEC and a 5-3 penalty win. An away tie in the quarters, allowed a 1-0 away win over Heerenveen, but then in the semi-final, a disappointing 2-1 reverse to Ajax at De Kuip saw the tournament end that night for the eventual champions. So all in all, you've won the league. You've brought the league back home. Fantastic. In Europe, quarterfinals, and in the cup semi-finals, you weren't far away for doing like winning the cup, and there was a lot. The team must have been super last season.
Yeah.
So what was your thoughts on the season all in, just in summary?
About all the season,
The whole season.
The season was crazy. Always was nice to be a long time in the Europa League. Also, we're getting more against. We win. I was thinking maybe we get 3 prizes. You never know. We do everything. We win in the beaker, and when we get to Ajax and we get out, that was not so nice. But I think we make some mistakes, and we were not bad in that game. But something happened and wrong also with the throw with the things.
That's
and then
right.
And then going the game go different, when they come out. And I think on that moment it was going wrong, because before that we were good together, and I think we get winning. But after that was totally a war, the game, and then was not okay. But I was thinking still we get strong to win the champion, and we are good. And maybe Europa League coming far, but the shit of Mourinho was coming again. The lucky Mourinho was coming again. Unbelievable. I really hate him, because he is not a good player, trainer, because he always really lucky. Feyenoord was a lot of better in that game, and he talked too much, and after that, was shit. I was thinking we get on, and in the extra time we had chances, but later they were getting better because we were tired, but we were so close to get in the other round. And after that was thinking, oh shit, okay, we have to be champion, because we don't want to lose another one. But that come okay. But it was really crazy season. We go for 3 prizes and we take 1 prize. But it's a good prize, the big prize.
You take the important one. We get the important
one. Dus I was very good with that. And a long time we couldn't be at Koolsingel, and now I was going all the days there, and I was see it. It was amazing. I was going in when they win. I was going in how can I say? In Rotterdam, you have the how you say in English? Fontein, water, and it comes out.
Oh, right. Aye, in the river, or in
the river. I was jumping in the river with everything. I was getting surprised. If you want, maybe I can one time send you some movies from the party. If you like it.
Do that.
Then you see how the crowd was, how everything was happy, and it looks like if the world have no compares anymore that day.
Fantastic. That's what being a fan's all about, Ken. That's what being a fan's all about. Fantastic. Right, Ken, I'm going to tell you now to just sit back and relax, because I'm going to go through the ins and outs of this summer, and there's a lot. Jeez. Right, so there's been, as I say, quite a lot of players coming into Feyenoord and a lot of players going out of Feyenoord, and I'm going to go through them here, and then we can have a chat about it, okay?
Yeah.
Right, so we'll do the outs first. So Benfica pounced and paid 25 million euros for 20-year-old Turkish international Orkun Koku. Brazilian. Say again?
Orkun Koku.
I repeat, it won't be the last. Brazilian 24. Yeah. So what was that? Oh, geez. Two secs. I've lost a name. Right, where is it? That was it. The Brazilian Danilo, he left and signed for the Spawn of Satan for around £5 million.
Danilo, yeah.
Robert Bozanic, the 23-year-old Slovakian, departed for Portuguese League also, joining Boa Vista. 21-year-old Moroccan winger Marond Azarkan joined Utrecht for £750,000, and his countryman and fellow winger Mohamed Toubouni left for Qatari League and Al Arabi for about £500,000. Mark Diemers joined AEK Larnaca on a free. Francesco Antonucci, the 24-year-old attacking midfielder, joined Al Shahani, also in the Qatari League. Former Hibs Israeli goalkeeper Omar Marciano returned to his homeland and signed for Beersheba. Right winger Christian Conte returned to his native Germany and signed for VfL Osnabrück. Team Trust, the young keeper, signed for Breda, and they all left on frees. Denzel Hall joined Heerenveen, whilst another forward, Nafo Banis, also joined Al Makari in the Qatari Star League. Goalkeeper Timo Wellenruther went back to Anderlecht and then came back. Polish winger Sebastian Szymanski returned to Dynamo Moscow. Jacob Rasmussen went back to Fiorentina. Moroccan forward Usami Idrissi went back to Sevilla, and all them were loans that finished for the last season. 23-year-old Norwegian fullback Marcus Pedersen joined Sassuolo for the season. 21-year-old Patrick Wallemark joined Heerenveen. Raman Hendricks, 20-year-old centre-back, left for Vitesse. Right back, and 19-year-old Mimerel Benita crossed the city to join Excelsior. Keeper Ties Jansen went to the Graafschap. Is that right? Graafschap? Is that how you say it? Graafschap.
Yeah.
Eliab Sebao and Antif Tusunugu, and 19-year-old America Corredi Osundia, all recent signing from Brighton Beershop in Orange County, all went to FC Dordrecht, and all of them went on loan. Right, now the ins. Right, so 24-year-old centre forward Ayase Ueda, who only this week scored in that fantastic Japanese 4-1 win over Germany, was signed from Belgian side Cercle Brugge for around €9 million. 16 caps for the Japanese national side. He actually played in a recent World Cup and comes in from a season scoring 23 goals in 42 games for the Belgians last season. Croatian left winger Luka Ivanusek was picked up from was picked up from Dynamo Zagreb for €8.5 million. Defensive midfielder Rames Zaruki was picked up from Twente for around €7 million. The 25-year-old has 21 appearances for the Algerian national side. Oh, fucking hell. 27-year-old 27-year-old right back Bart Newcoop. Newcoop, is that how we're saying it?
Newcoop. Yeah.
So he actually returned to the club from Union in Belgium for around €2 million. Newcoop started his career at the club and was part of the squad who last won the title. Thomas Bielan was picked up from Zwolle for around €2.7 million, alongside former Dutch under-18 international Thomas van den Belt, also signed for Zwolle for around €850,000. Dutch international winger Calvin Stengs was signed from Nice for around €6 million. Another former player returned to the club, 31-year-old Greek keeper Konstantinos Lamprou. Was picked up from Villentoué on a free transfer alongside former Man City under-21 keeper Mickey Van Sass. The 19-year-old had left his native land for Manchester in July 2020. Speaking on keepers, as I said, the aforementioned Timo Wellenruther returned to the club permanently for around €1 million. The club also brought in Andre Linga, a 24-year-old attacking midfielder from Slavia Prague, and 19-year-old Gambian winger Yankubi Minte from Newcastle, and both of them joined on season loans. And so we are where we are, right? So, from all the guys now, I presume you would have seen most of the guys who have come in now. See the guys that have left. Has anybody left? Is anybody left a hole? And from the new guys who come in, who's impressed you?
Yeah, I think Ueda, I like a really great player. I see him not so many matches, but he scored like Utrecht. And I think it's coming okay. I hope that he can do it the same to Celtic. we shall see. Dus, we shall see if he can play good, because Utrecht is not so in top now, because they're really bad. Dus, it's not so spectacular to score there, but he starts good. You shall see. And Minte, also I think he's a good player, but you have to better with the goal. He can run fast, but he is not yet a good. Sometimes last time in Utrecht he make a good goal, but you have to be better if he will be a good Feyenoorder. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Even Usek, what we think? Have you seen him?
Yeah, I see him. He makes some good passes. I think he can be good player for Feyenoord. Even Usek, I think that he coming okay. But it's also he's still only one game playing, so we have to see it. It's
so you've not seen much of him.
Yeah, I think it's coming okay with him. Yeah.
Good. So
Nieuwkoop, I don't know, because Nieuwkoop, he make a big problem in the first game with the red card. So I don't know if I should see if he coming okay. But
right, okay.
Friday is much better. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, do you think after the summer transfers that you are stronger as a squad and a team, or weaker?
Yeah, so the transfers is getting to be better. Of course, Ivan Nusek, Ueda, and. Some other player coming, also Stanks. He is also a good player, and I think we're getting stronger. We have Paxayo, Gimenez, Ueda, and I think we're getting more better in to make goals.
So that's a lovely segue you've gave me there, right? So we've talked about the new guys. Let's talk about the current team. So the current heroes, we'll call them, right? So I'll give you some names that kind of stand out for me, and then you can maybe tell me somebody else. So straight away, the international goalkeeper, is it Justin Bilo? Bilo, sorry. He seems confident enough, a very good goalkeeper, I think, eh?
Yes, he's a good goalkeeper. I think also for now, maybe Wellenreuter is more better, because he's also getting problem with his leg, and he has a lot of time problem with his body, and he did it good. But Wellenreuter, he did it also good last season. He take a lot of good saves against Ajax, and he get good saves in Wellenreuter, and I think he is gonna do it also this season good for us. Dus I think we can trust in him, and. You get a new keeper also, Nicky Santen. I don't know, something from Manchester City. New keeper is coming
Mickey Van Sass.
Nicky Van Sant, and maybe he can also help us to be a good season again.
Yeah. Right, okay. If you think my pronunciation was bad earlier, wait till you hear this one. The former Brighton winger, the Iranian international, Ali Reza Janabaska.
That's really difficult name, Jahan Baks. Yeah, it's really difficult to say it. I was thinking you make a good thing from that. Yeah. Say it again. Say it. Try again.
Jahan Baska.
Alia Reza Jahan Baks. That's the good.
Jahan Bask.
Jahan Baks.
I should know that, because I remember him playing for Brighton. But he's a good player, eh?
Yeah, so he can be a good player, but sometimes he he want too much, or he getting to what in the games he's not so good. But he's really strong. He's really energyful. And also last season to PSV toen he get scored the 2-2. And he was really good in that moment. He have a lot of power for the team. Yeah.
Right. Okay. I name Quinton Timber, and he's a younger brother of Duran Timber, the international who's recently signed for Arsenal. But you signed this guy for 8 million last season. So what's he like as a player?
Yeah, he's okay, but
just okay. Still a young guy.
Yeah, you have to be going forward. It's not, I think, directly what a grateful player, but he's coming up, yeah.
Right, okay. The aforementioned E4 Paisao, the Brazilian forward. How's he looking?
Paisao, yeah. He is doing good. I hope he's getting better and better. Maybe he's also an option to play in the front because we have no Gimenez for two Celtics. Maybe he can play also there or way down. Yeah, Gimenez is not because he got the red card. You know, the last time in AS Roma.
Against Roma, there you go.
Against Roma, you have lucky. He's not playing. Gimenez.
Oh, you're fucking right. We're lucky because I was going to say he looks shit hot.
Yeah. Really hot, that's why he's not playing the first game.
Is he the best player in the team, do you think? Jimenez?
Yeah, almost. He's the best player, I think. You have also good players, Paisao, and also no better, but for scoring, he is the best, because he's doing well. He do a lot of good things, I hope other players can stand up. We should see.
Of course, that's interesting. So we're talking about Jimenez there. He scored 23 goals in 25 matches last season, and he currently has 5 for 5 this season. He's played 18 times for Mexico. That's a massive loss. So, off the top of your head, who else am I missing? Who's the stars in the team that maybe us guys wouldn't know? Who do you think?
Who the best is from Feyenoord, you mean?
Yeah. The guys that we haven't spoke about.
Yeah, I think the most I like is Paisao, Gimenez. Yeah. And then I hope Stenks will coming also there in a few months. And for the rest, we have more. Trauner is really good player.
Right,
Trauner.
Okay. Trauner, where does he play?
Yeah, he play very good behind in the back, and
he's a defender. He's a captain, is he?
Yeah, a defender is really important if he is playing because he get everything in a defender team get relaxed. If he is not there, then there's more trouble.
Right. Okay.
Behind that, that is very important that he is playing, and and at the midfield, Ivanusek. Of course, I think so is a great option, and with Weaver, and I think we can make it more better. Yeah, we shall see.
Okay. Right. Okay. So we'll have a wee look at the season so far. Right. So this season, a good pre-season, I think. You had wins over Benfica, Club Brugge. Draws with Villarreal and Union Saint-Gilles. But the opening fixture of the Dutch calendar is, of course, the Johan Cruyff Shield, and it pits league champion versus KNVB Cup winners. So Feyenoord hosted PSV, with the guests taking the Shield on the 4th of August, a 79th minute no-line goal enough to win it. So a disappointing start to the season. Obviously, it doesn't really matter, but it's still there to be won, especially at home.
Yes, of course. I was really surprised that we not win because we were in the beginning. We start good in the game and we couldn't win. But I think we get a win. But we missed some chances with Paisao and other people. Yeah, and then we missed too much. I think that game. And then you're getting not so and it comes okay, and then PSV coming a lot of times, and it stays 0-0. Yeah, and then you never know in the second half. Yeah, then they totally turn around the game, and
Right, right.
then PSV score. Yeah, and then and also Gimenez going out. Three important players. You know, Gimenez, Paxayo, and yeah, one more. I don't know. Remember
Right,
now,
okay.
but yeah, it was going out. And then, yeah, then directly Feyenoord was not so good anymore because you put three players out, yeah, and then PSV getting better, of course, yeah. Then you get they get it more easy.
Yeah. Aye, so
That's why you lose the game, I think. Yeah.
yeah, okay. And I mean PSV are a good team as well, so I mean it's no, you don't think so?
Yeah, and yeah, they have a good team. Yeah, of course, they have a good team. But I
But
hope
it's
that we're
still
getting better
disappointing.
later in the season.
Yeah, of course, of course. Right, so in the Eredivisie, we are 4 games in, 2 draws from the opening fixtures, followed by 2 wins. So we had a 0-0 at home against Fortuna Sittard. The aforementioned Nijkoop receiving a 25-minute red card on his return to the Eredivisie. I looked at the stats for that game, and despite the red card, you had lots of chances and you had lots of possession. So a disappointing day. Then you had another Rotterdam derby, an entertaining 2-2 away draw with Sparta. 2-0 down, but goes through Jimenez and Sauer strike in the 91st minute, rescuing a point. But I watched the highlights of that game, right? And all the possession was all Feyenoord. But at 2-1, they missed one-on-one with the keeper, an absolute sitter late in the game. So to get a point must have been good.
Yeah, I think we have to be happy with the point. Sparta was also really good in the game, but we also getting good later in the game. We couldn't win also because Paxayo get a good chance with the free
That's
kick.
right.
Yeah, if that going in, then you win. You know.
You probably win, yeah.
But yeah, I think if you look about the whole game, yeah, 2-2 was okay.
It's,
Because
it's
yeah,
a
you could
derby
also
as well,
you got to get loose because you Sparta get a good chance.
of course. And
But,
it's a derby. These things happen. Everybody's up for it, and you can never. Right. So we followed day 2 draws. Another home tie. This time against newly promoted Almere City, a 6-1 humping, and you followed them up with a fantastic 5-1 win over Utrecht. Now I watched the highlights for both of the games, and to say the defending for Utrecht was pretty bad is an understatement.
yeah.
I mean, good wins though. So as we talk just now, Feyenoord sitting 4th place, 2 wins, 2 draws, 13 goals scored, 4s conceded, 8 points on board, 1 point off top place. Then on the 31st of August, the Champions League draw, and it paired top seed Feyenoord with La Liga 3rd place side Atletico Madrid, with Serie A 2nd place side Lazio, and Scottish champion Celtic. Right, so give me your feelings when you saw the draw. Were you happy? Were you sad? Were you whatever? How did you feel about it?
But when Celtic, you mean
The whole draw, the whole group.
from Feyenoord? The
Yeah,
which
yeah.
match you mean?
Yeah, I mean, like, so the draw came out and you've got the 3 teams. Did you look at it and think we could win this group, or did you think that's a tough group?
Yeah, I think we can do it. It's always difficult, but you never know.
Yeah, yeah. So you've pulled. It was interesting because I didn't actually realise that you played Lazio last season. With that in mind, how do you think you'll do in the group? I mean, obviously you guys top seed, you must be hoping to win the group, but is it just a case of qualify for the next round? Is that the aim?
Yeah, I hope, but it's going to be also difficult because you've Atletico is really good playing game and really good team. And we win one time from Atletico in a friendship game. So you never know. We can if we win the home games, everything, then we can do it.
Yeah.
You have to win the home games. Yeah. If
We're the same.
you don't win the home games, then you're getting really difficult. And then. Yeah, maybe but I think we have to do it for the third place. We have to really make it. Maybe the second, I hope. But if you want to be the second place, we have to win really good playing. Also to Lazio, we don't have to lose much points. Against Lazio, we have to win maybe also there or making a draw because yeah, if you don't do that, then you're getting really difficult to getting at the second.
Yeah,
Second place.
no, I agree. I agree on everything. Everything you said is the same with us. Try and win all your home games and hope for the best. I mean, but you guys played Lazio last season. I'm pretty certain. So you played them in the Europa League, and if I'm right, you lost 4-2 in Rome, but you beat them 1-0 in Rotterdam.
Yeah.
From that experience, do you believe that Feyenoord can go and win in Rome this season?
Yeah, it's I don't
It's
know
tough.
because one game was really good and it was also really close in the stadium, but to stay long 0-0 because we win. But we had a bit lucky also with that we win. But because I think we can make a really we can do it better than last year. I think that's what I'm thinking because we can make maybe a draw. But also they are getting good players again, Lazio,
Yeah.
because they win the last time from Napoli. I was really expected from that. So yeah,
That's
I
right.
don't know. I think maybe if we have a draw there and we can win in the stadium, then we do it good. I think with that results.
Right. Okay. So we'll talk about next week then. We'll finish off and we'll talk about next week.
Yeah,
So you guys play at home this Saturday afternoon, 4:30 our time, 5:30 your time against Heerenveen, and then
yeah,
obviously next Tuesday night at the Cup, Celtic, Feyenoord host Celtic. So we have only ever played one previous time. I think you know this. Only one competitive meeting between the club was in 1970, where
yeah.
Wim
When we win the Champions
Janssen,
League, yeah.
you lifted all big ears. Right. So now I'm going to ask you, how do you think Feyenoord will approach this game? Can you tell us how Feyenoord play? Because from the limited stuff I've watched, you look like a very much counter's not the wrong, a pressing team. You like
Yeah,
to
it's pressure.
press.
They like
And
to be to getting pressure and. Yeah, I think they start with the same thing. They're going to be a lot of getting much pressure, and then that will Celtic get in the chaos, and then they hope to score fast. I think
pick the mistakes.
I think that will gonna be the strategization.
Yeah.
Because I think that they're gonna do that, and yeah, and if you score fast, the whole stadium going on, and then it's going better. I think it's getting a difficult game because Celtic is also good. I think maybe we can win 2-1 or 3-2. It's going to be a spectacular game. I think spectacular, of course.
Right. Okay. So is that right? Fair dues. You've even gave me a prediction there. I like that. Right. So with that in mind, can you tell me how do you think the atmosphere in the city will be for Celtic fans coming? Because you guys in Rotterdam have a reputation for you like a wee bit of fighting.
Yeah, it's something I think you understand it because you look movies about Utrecht because it's really crazy again. But normally we're not always like that. But I think I get a good atmosphere. I think it's coming when they find the Celtic are really nice supporters. supporting, and I think it come really okay, you know, because it can be a nice. I looking forward nice to that game, and we getting crazy, and we in the stuff, and I think it's coming okay, you know. We should see. It's gonna be also a nice game, and who win, we shall see.
Right, so we'll finish up with just your thoughts, right? So you've said to me about the game, and that's fine, and the game will take care of itself. So, are you hoping? Right, obviously, you want to win the league again, right? Win the league, and in Europe, get to the next round, or would you like to maybe go into Europa and get to the final? And what do you hope for the club just going ahead, just getting stronger?
Yeah, I hope that we get the next round. It's good for the team, you know. But we should see a Champions League. It's really a big other thing than Europa League or Conference League. Yeah, it's not the same, you know. So I think if we get a next round, we do it already good. And if we get more, it's nice to see. But if you get the next round, if we can make that, we have a good job.
Good, yeah. And the club in general, what is your hopes? From my research, obviously around, I think 2010, Feyenoord were financially in trouble. And ever since, they like to bring on young guys and sell them, and sell all these young guys. Do you think that's going to keep happening with Feyenoord? That's just always going to be?
In 2010, I was really sad. Yeah, I was also going for a lot of times. I think in that year they lose 10-0 from from PSV. It was really
that's
not
right.
right.
That's right. Jeez,
I was thinking there's never coming back. But after that, they play some good games, and I was really directly into Feyenoord, and I was directly become okay. And that's what I like this club, because sometimes we had bad years, but we always coming back. You know, we fighting, we take new players, we play good games, and that's why I like this club. You know, it's like when you think to stop, it's coming so good, and then you're getting so grateful, and that's what is amazing feeling give you.
Ken, that is the absolute best way to finish this. That's talking from your heart there. I liked it.
Yeah, really. It's like that. You know, I was also in the bad years. I was supporting, and sometimes I was thinking I'm not going anymore. But later I was always there, and it happened some things, and I was getting crazy. Also, the great win against Ajax 6-2. I was there in the stadium and getting crazy. I never forget that. It was a totally amazing game.
The 6-2 game, was that the John Guidetti game? Did John Guidetti play that game?
No. There was other game. They win also with 4-2. But John Guidetti, yeah. He was really good, yeah. I like him a lot. When he say he score always, and he did it. and he made 3 times, 4 times, and yeah, the whole crowd was crazy. Also, I was with that game with 4-2. I was there, and yeah, I was really crazy how he make it, and it was totally nice also to see that.
Okay, Ken, I'm not going to keep you much any longer, but can I say straight away, thank you very much for taking your time out and speaking to me. I've really, really enjoyed it.
Me too.
I hope we get a result on Tuesday, but I would Feyenoord number 1, Celtic number 2 in the group. We'll take that.
Yeah, I hope it's going to be that. I think it's really getting to be difficult, but we should see. So. I hope we get a nice game Tuesday, and then after the game, the next day we can keep contact. It's okay.
Of course, yeah.
If you want, we can talk about everything about the game.
Definite, Ken, definite. So on behalf of the show, thank you very much for taking your time, and I'll definitely take you up on that. We'll chat again, okay, mate?
Yeah, we chat again after the game, and then I'll come okay, and then we shall see. We are happy if you and me.
Good man, Ken. I'll see you. I'll speak to you soon.
Yes. We speak soon.